Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat petang. Apa khabar semua player-player calon-calon SPM tahun 2023? Alhamdulillah pada petang ini, kita berjumpa sekali lagi, untuk sesi program, teknik menjawab kita. Untuk makluman, untuk hari ini adalah sesi yang kedua ya. Pagi tadi kita dah berlangsung untuk sesi bagi subjek sejarah. Jadi untuk petang ini kita akan meneruskan sesi yang kedua untuk subjek bahasa Inggeris. Okey, jadi pertama kalinya saya nak ucapkan selamat datang kepada penceramah kita, Cikgu Nur Nadia. Apa khabar Cikgu? Assalamualaikum, selamat petang.
Salam, khabar baik. Terima
Cikgu,
kasih.
okey. Terima kasih Cikgu Nadia atas kesudian dan juga kelapangan masa untuk bersama-sama dengan pihak Management and Science University dan juga pihak Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kinta Utara untuk sesi kita pada petang ini. Jadi sambil-sambil itu mungkin ada pelajar-pelajar yang belum lagi berkelapangan untuk masuk, tak ada masalah, tak apa. Sambil-sambil kita memulakan sesi kita pada petang ini, kawan-kawan yang baru join ni boleh alu-alukan kepada rakan-rakan yang lain untuk turut serta dan juga turut sama bagi sesi kita pada petang ini. Kalau tidak yang tidak berkesempatan, tak ada masalah juga. Nanti anda boleh go through balik semula sesi kita dan boleh rujuk semula, boleh lihat semula perbincangan yang akan disampaikan oleh penceramah kita pada petang ini. Jadi untuk makluman player-player ataupun calon-calon SPM yang berada dalam sesi kita pada petang ini, saya difahamkan juga ada cikgu-cikgu yang akan join. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Saya jemput cikgu-cikgu dan juga anak-anak murid anda untuk bersama-sama dengan sesi kita pada petang ini. Okey, sambil-sambil itu boleh highlightkan di komen nama anda dari sekolah mana ya, untuk kita tahu siapa yang telah hadir pada sesi kita pada petang ini. Okey, jadi terlebih dahulu daripada pihak Manajemen Sains Universiti dan juga pihak Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kinta Utara, kita sangat-sangat berbesar hatilah kerana pada sesi pada petang ini kita mendapat ruang masa daripada pihak penceramah kita, Cikgu Nur Nadia, untuk berkongsi sedikit tips teknik dan juga update-update yang terkini, terutamanya dalam persiapan untuk menghadapi peperiksaan bertulis bagi kertas bahasa Inggeris. Jadi kita harapkan sesi perkongsian pada petang ini dapat diambil manfaat yang banyaklah oleh pelajar-pelajar kita yang mengikuti sesi ini secara live. Okey. Jangan lupa sediakan juga peralatan tulis, okey, buku-buku rujukan yang berkaitan untuk mengambil sebanyak mungkin info yang akan disampaikan oleh penceramah kita. Jadi saya tak nak ambil masa yang panjang pada petang ini. Saya nak cakap sekali lagi terima kasih Cikgu Nadia ya atas kesediaan petang-petang ni ya untuk bersama-sama dengan kita pada sesi live untuk kertas bahasa Inggeris. Jadi saya tanpa membuang masa, saya nak serahkan sesi pada petang ini kepada Cikgu Nur Nadia untuk memulakan perkongsian bagi subjek bahasa Inggeris kita. Okey, dengan segala hormatnya saya mempersilakan Cikgu Nadia untuk memulakan sesi kita pada petang ini. Dipersilakan Cikgu.
Baik, terima kasih. Okay, pertama sekali Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada semua yang menonton. Okay, jadi kita akan mulakan. Okay, saya harap akan ada yang masuk lagi lah. Ya. Baik, saya akan mula share screen untuk saya kongsikan bahan-bahan. Baik, boleh nampak? Okay, boleh tak? Alright. Boleh dengar
Okey, boleh clear. Okey. Boleh teruskan cikgu.
Okay, baik. Alright, so we are going to start with paper 1 first, okay, which is 1119/1. Okay, paper 1 dia tak banyak dia hanya just the tips and technique macam mana nak jawab paper 1, and I think many of the students know already how to answer this question. Okay, it requires you to read thoroughly the text and then choose the correct answer. Okay, for paper 1, this paper actually requires you to have great reading skills so that you know what you're going to read about. First, you read to find main point or main idea, and then you read to find specific information. Okay, so there are 5 parts in paper 1, which is part 1, short text, part 2, rational clause, part 3, reading comprehension, and part 4, gap text, and part 5, information transfer. So, when you answer this paper 1, awak kena pastikan dalam masa 1 jam 30 minit tu, awak boleh double check your answer 2 kali. So, when you finish answer all the question, awak dah pilih jawapan, okay, and then you should have 2 times for you to reread question number 1 until 40 and double check your answer. Okay, so maknanya dalam 1 jam 30 minit tu, bila dah siap, bukan tak awak tidur atau letak kepala atas meja, tapi awak kena baca balik soalan nombor 1 sehingga soalan 40 dan double check your answer. Okay, so dekat sini it is advisable that you check 2 times. Okay. Alright, so this is the marking scheme, and I think by now everyone should know your marking scheme already. Part 1, how many questions, part 2, and until part 5. Okay, I don't want to touch on this because this is your final month already. You should know the marking scheme for every part in paper 1. Okay, now short text. Okay, short text is the 8 question. The first 1 hingga 8 soalan. Dia ada 3 option, which is A, B, and C. Okay, when you answer this text, you must understand that they will give you a variety of short text. It could be an extract from social media application, text messaging, which is in the form of a dialogue, okay, advertisement, posters, comic strips or dialogue, and then website, news, okay, which is we always have news short text in part 1, okay, as well as table or charts, and also book covers or synopsis. So daripada short text ni, they will ask you question and they'll give you A, B, and C. You must choose wisely the answer. Okay, girls and boys, when you answer this short text, whatever is not mentioned in the text, do not choose as the answer. Okay, I repeat, whatever mentioned in the text, whatever is not mentioned in the text, do not choose as answer. Okay, so jangan pandai-pandai awak create your own assumption and choose that as your answer. Okay, what is not in the text means it's not the correct answer. Okay, do not make your own assumption. Alright. Okay, now this one is for you to understand the main point in the text. Means you read and understand and find the main point and choose the correct answer. Okay. Yeah, here are some technique for you to answer part 1. Okay, number 1, of course, every paper in your English test paper, you must read. Okay, always read the question, always read the rubrics and extract given, and then make sure you understand what is required in the question. Okay, so you read first and you take note and you find what information that you want to look at. Okay, now you read the headline, the title, so every single word in the text must be read. Okay, so do not rush. Okay, take your ample sweet time to read every single word in the text. Okay, for tables and charts, you must analyze the data and the information provided. Okay, and then you choose your answer carefully. All right, to be safe, okay, you must eliminate all answers options. They are obviously wrong, then choose the best answer option. Means awak kena potong jawapan yang awak dah confirm salah. So kalau awak yakin A tu salah, potong siap-siap supaya tak berlaku careless mistake. Okay, because students tend to make careless mistake when they are in a hurry. Okay, so don't be rush. Okay, take your time. Potong jawapan yang awak memang confirm jawapan tu salah. Okay, and then continue looking at number second and third option. Okay, then only you mark your answer. Okay, that's why I said you must have enough time at the end of the after you have answered 40 questions, you double check your answer by reading again the whole text or the whole tables, charts, go through every question and double check your answer. Okay. All right, for this one, okay. Okay, this is the sample question, right? They give you advertisement and then they ask you the purpose. Now, can you read the text given, the advertisement, and what is the purpose of the advertisement? All right, when they give you this question, the purpose, right? Many students answered wrongly because they do not understand the whole purpose of the advertisement. You don't take chunk of information in the advertisement and choose that as your answer. Means you have to read the whole advertisement and you must understand what is the purpose of them creating this advertisement. Okay, so there are three answer option there. Number one is to introduce a new saving habit. B is to tell parents how to save their money, and C, to get more people to open saving account for their children. So what I found the students make mistake is that they choose a specific answer in the advertisement and they choose the wrong answer. Okay, so the purpose here means the whole advertisement. What is the intention of them promoting this advertisement? Right, so if you look here, okay, the answer is C, to get more people to open saving account for their children. But many students when I gave them this question, they answered A, which is wrong. Okay, so to introduce a new saving habit, so many students answered A. Why the answer is wrong is because they look at this sentence. Okay, they look here. Okay, they look here, encourage the saving habit among the younger generation. So that's why they choose the answer A. But remember, this question is asking you the purpose. So the whole purpose of this advertisement, okay, to get more people to open saving account for their children. So to introduce a new saving habit means it's not the answer, because the whole at the end of the in the advertisement, it says that open a children's saving account in first time deposit and get a coin box and let your children enjoy saving their money is actually getting the parents to encourage to save money for their children. Okay, so that's why the answer is C and not A. Okay, but B is totally wrong, because this advertisement is not actually to tell parents how to save their money. Okay, it is not even mentioned here. It talks about open children's saving account. So that's why the answer is C. All right, now looking at question number 2. Which statement is true about the National Mathematics Challenge? Okay, so you have to read this. Okay, you have to read this text, and then which statement is true? Okay, this question might look very easy and simple, but then you tend to make mistake. Okay, so that's why you must have a good reading skill technique so that you understand the question. Number 2 is your vocab. If you don't understand what you're reading, then you cannot answer this paper. Okay, sebab tu saya selalu tekankan pada pelajar saya, paper 1 cikgu tak boleh tolong awak. Because this one is your own vocab and your own understanding. If you don't understand the text, okay, when you read question number 2, if you don't understand certain words, okay, you can do smart guessing. Kalau ada perkataan yang awak tak faham, awak boleh do smart guessing, teka dengan bijak. Actually, the whole sentence means what? Okay, so the National Mathematics Challenge is a fantastic chance to show your mathematics skills. Okay, so the two teams which make it to the final stage will compete in a live television show that will challenge them to solve the mathematical problems. Okay, so you read, the champion will win prize of 2,000. You don't skip the information, you must read all. That's why we say you read thoroughly the text. Okay, read every single word in the text. Do not miss out certain word. Okay, do not be rushed. Take your own sweet time to go through every statement. Okay, girls, 1 hour 30 minutes is actually more than enough for you to answer this 40 question. All right, so which statement is true? Okay, for this, when I give my students this, right, wait. Okay, the answer is C. Okay, only the final 2 teams will be shown on live broadcast. Okay, so this is the true statement. A is wrong. Winners will only receive cash award. Okay, because it clearly states that the champion. Okay, another thing is that soalan takkan ulang balik perkataan yang sama. For example, if the text use the champion, they will use a synonym. Instead of using the same word champion, they will use winner, which has the same meaning. So winners will only receive cash award, which is wrong because here it states win a prize of 2,000 and a trophy. Okay, so A is wrong. B, the competition is open to all secondary students, so you must check. Only calling all Form 4 students. That's why I said you must read thoroughly the information and do not make careless mistake, because you tend to make careless mistake when you read too fast. When you skip certain information, then you tend to make error. So answer C is the correct one. It's a true statement of this text. All right, so this is for part 1, question 1 to 8. Okay, remember, whatever is not mentioned in the text, do not choose as the answer. Okay, now moving on to the part 2, rational close tag, which actually tests you your vocab. Okay, and it has 10 items being removed, and there are 4 options answers are given, and you choose only one answer. Okay, so this one is quite difficult depending on the text given. Okay, I think for trial was a bit difficult. Okay, and the tip and techniques are all the same. You have to read the question, read the text, and then try to understand the text. Pay attention to the words before and after. All right, the second tip is that you pay attention to the words before and after for you to do before you guess the answer. Okay, tengok ayat sebelum dan ayat selepas, then you choose the answer. Kalau tak tahu awak memang blur, awak tak faham, awak cuba masukkan perkataan tu dan awak baca balik the whole sentence and awak tengok sedap tak bunyi dia. Okay, sebab kadang-kadang bila kita masukkan perkataan tu, bunyi dia tak sedap. Okay, itu adalah last yang awak boleh buat kalau awak memang tak tahu. Okay, tak tahu jawapan. This happen bila awak nak pilih linkers. When they ask you linkers, okay, which linkers is the answer, then you don't know which one, right? They tend to look the same, right? So you put the linker in the blank space and you reread the whole sentence and you see whether it sounds correct or incorrect. Okay, so keep in your mind that the sentences in the text are connected to each other. Means there's a flow in the text. Means every sentence starting from the beginning until the end, they are all interrelated. Okay, so yes, if you are not sure, you must test by filling in all the options one by one, satu persatu and very often one answer may sound correct more than the others. Okay, so mesti ada jawapan yang bunyi dia sedap. Okay, then awak pilihlah jawapan tu. That is the last last resource yang you boleh buat kalau you tak tahu jawapannya apa. Okay, alright, choose the answer carefully. Again, eliminate answers that you're very sure that is wrong, and then so that you don't make careless mistake. Okay, okay, this one. When you get this question, number one, awak kena buat apa? Awak kena tengok dulu dia punya tajuk. Tengok tajuk dia. Okay, macam ni ialah successful children. Okay, so it's about facts, fakta. Okay, so when it is about facts, you must understand that the tenses should be in present tense. Okay, and it is not a story. If it is a story, the tense will be in past tense. Okay, or in past continuous tense. So awak kena tahu dulu. Okay, so this one, if it's a facts about children, successful children, then the answer somehow will be in present tense. Okay, so bila kita tengok soalan nombor 1 play, plays, played, playing. So awak kena tengok sendiri. Okay, so dekat sini dia akan test your grammar. Okay, was, were, is, are, ing, ed semua dia akan test dekat sini. So kalau awak lemah dekat situ, makanya saya kata awak kena masukkan, try to fit every answer one by one and see if it sounds correct or not. Okay, so this one back to your grammar. Okay, singular, plural, ada s ke tak ada s ke, this one all get back to your grammar knowledge. Okay, okay, for this one, you must choose the answer correctly. Make sure you read again the whole sentence, okay, and then you look before and after the sentence. Tengok ayat sebelum dan ayat selepas, baru pilih jawapan, okay. And kalau awak tengok question number 6 linkers, okay. So linkers ni kalau awak tak tahu, then you fit it, okay. You must know linkers, which linkers that to add information, which linkers to show cause. Okay, so you must know the different use of linkers before you put it in the sentence. Okay, alright, so this is part 2. Okay, saya tak jamin, it depends on the text. Kalau text dia susah, then it could be a bit tricky for you to answer. Okay, alright, part 3. Okay, part 3 ni yang panjang tu. Okay, text yang sangat panjang. Okay, and then it requires you to read the question. Okay, it's text dia lebih kurang 650 hingga 700 patah perkataan. Okay, so you must understand the question, specific detail. Okay, this one requires you to read specifically. Okay, baca lebih mendalam, fahamkan. Okay, and then you must guess the meaning of certain words. Okay, so if you are not familiar with the word, try to do smart guessing. Okay, alright, again sama je dia punya tips. Okay, you will have to read the text and then eliminate answer and then highlight certain main point that you find useful. Okay, okay, untuk soalan part 3 ni, okay, dia memang akan bagi macam ni from paragraph 1. Okay, now you look at this one. Dia ada perkataan from paragraph 1. Okay, so what you do, to save your time, you go straight away to paragraph 1. Okay, contohnya dekat sini sini ialah paragraph 1. So you go to paragraph 1. This is paragraph 1 yang ni. My wife and I ni, itu ialah paragraph 1. So bila dapat soalan part 3 ni, okay, awak akan tengok soalan dulu baru baca teks. Okay, teks dia sangat panjang. Okay, so kalau soalan dia memang dah sebut paragraf 1, so awak terus pergi ke paragraf 1, baca paragraf 1 dan cari jawapan. Okay, kalau soalan kata paragraf 2, awak pergi ke paragraf 2, baca paragraf 2. Okay, sometimes the question can be question number 1 until 8 tu memang dia dah mention paragraph. Tapi if it is not mentioned, you must read the text. Okay, kalau tak mention, you have to read the text. Okay, so this one, why did the writer decide to start an old people's home? So you can find the answer here, but then again, do not make your own assumption. Right? Try to understand the the paragraph and then choose your answer. Okay. This one also, when I give to my students, they answered mostly they answered wrong answer because they don't understand the question. The question says, why did the writer decide to start an old people's home? Kenapa dia buat keputusan untuk buka rumah rumah orang tua ni? Okay, so jawapan dia ialah donkey. There were many people who had no help, tapi ramai student jawab many parents struggle with illnesses. Banyak yang jawab A, which is actually wrong. Okay, wrong. Why A is wrong? Because cuba baca balik. Okay, because dia dah tengok seen our parents struggling through the illnesses. Okay, we had looked after our parents but there are so many other lonely souls. So dekat last paragraph ni is actually the jawapan. Okay, the last paragraph starting from but until them. That is the answer. D. Okay. Dia takkan buka rumah orang tua hanya untuk bapak dia. Itu logic dia. So if you choose A, memang salah. Sebab dia buka rumah orang tua sebab dia dah tengok how their parents struggling from illnesses, and then they are trying to help more people out there who are in need, and they don't have a place to stay, and they don't have anybody to look after them. So that's why they decide to open an old people's home. Okay, that's why the answer is D. Okay, soalan senang tapi student jawab salah. Right? Okay, now from paragraph 3, macam ni, soalan nombor 2, dia dah mention dah number of paragraph. So you go straight to the paragraph. Okay, you go straight to the paragraph and then you look for the answer. From paragraph 3, we know that the 92-year-old man, okay, this one also student answered wrongly. Okay, jawapan dia ialah C, held himself with respect. Tapi banyak student cakap donkey, was very independent. Okay, why the answer donkey is not correct? Okay, he looked a 92-year-old, second sentence, a 92-year-old man moved into our old folks home. Maknanya ada lelaki yang berumur 92 masuk ke rumah orang tua tu. Right, he looked well and carried himself with great dignity. Okay, dia nampak okay. Okay, and then he was one who took great trouble with his appearance. His wife had just passed away. Now he needed looking after. So dulu dia sangat good looking, but once the wife died, passed away, now he needed looking after. Dia perlukan orang tengok after dia. Means he was not independent when he was he wasn't independent because he was well looked because the wife was still alive. But once his wife passed away, so he needed somebody to look after him. Alright, so the answer is not donkey but C. Okay. Alright, now the second last part is gap text, which student always make mistake. Okay, pelajar banyak salah untuk banyak bagi jawapan salah. Ada nampak kosong pun untuk part ni. Okay, you know why? Because you don't know how to fit in the correct sentence into the paragraph. Okay, so now this one is a longer version of text which requires 350 to 450 words for you to read, and then 6 sentences have been removed. Okay, and then they are put in jumble order, and you have to fit in the correct sentences. Okay, inilah contoh soalan. I'm sure you're very familiar one. Okay, so dia ada A until H. Okay, tapi jawapan hanya ada 6. Okay, so another 2 are actually distractors. Kita panggil distractors untuk distract awak, untuk confusekan awak bila pilih jawapan. Okay, so jawapan yang tepat kosong hanya ada 6, tapi jawapan dia bagi ada 8. So awak kena pilih jawapan yang betul supaya awak tak tersilap. Sebab ada 2 jawapan extra dalam ni. That's why we call it distracted, to distract you. Okay, so what you can do for this question is that kalau tak sure you look at the context of the paragraph. You go through each paragraph. Okay, the whole paragraph cakap tentang apa? Okay, the whole paragraph cakap tentang apa? Then you look for answers that talks about the paragraph. Okay, so awak akan cari jawapan, jawapan yang berkaitan dengan paragraph tu. Alright. Okay, saya tak nampak kopennya kat sini. Okay, kap, saya tengok Okay, can you give me answer for question 27 first? Okay, I give you some time for you to read the question. Okay, we will do 27 and 28, but now I'm doing 27. Okay. Alright, a trip to Putrajaya Botanical Garden. Okay, what's your answer for question 27? Okay, for you to get the answer, you must read the sentence before and the next sentence. Kabur. Alamak, kabur Kabur ke? Is it blur? Alright, can I see answers for question 27? Little bit blur. Can you still see it, or you just can't read the text? Can you still read it, or? Yes, okay, so try to focus on the text, because I think I actually cannot. Okay, take your time. Question 27, what is your answer? Okay, this part is actually very difficult. I understand. Depends on the text given. Okay, even though you understand the whole paragraph, the whole text you understand, but you might choose the wrong answer. You know why? Because there are distractors there, right? There are 8 answers there, and you only need 6 answers. Okay, so what you can do is that you look at the paragraph. For now, we are doing paragraph number 2. Okay, upon disembarking, we noticed that the path leading up to the entrance was lined up with the most unique tiles. Okay, we are talking about what it is talking about. Okay, you must find the whole paragraph talks about what. Okay, each one was inscribed. So the word inscribed, if you don't understand, never mind, continue reading. With the picture and scientific names of plants, giving visitors an artistic preview of the flora inside. Okay, and then 27, blank. So we were pleasantly surprised to find out that entry was free. Now it talks about what? It talks about the entrance. When they enter the place, it was lined with unique tiles, and then each one was inscribed with pictures and scientific names. So it is talking about the whole entrance that they are entered. Okay, they entered. Yes. So your answer, number 27. A or B? Maybe C. Wow, so many answers, Give me one answer that you're confirmed. Just one answer that you stick to your decision. E. Lush green rainforest trees flank us on both sides, providing adequate shade. Okay, majority says E. Now let's see the answer. Okay, yeah, this one, a more clear version. Okay, so if you answer E, let's see. Each one was inscribed with the picture and scientific names of plants, giving visitors an artistic preview of the flora inside. Lush green rainforest tree flank us on both sides, providing adequate shade. So we were pleasantly surprised to find out that the entry was free. Okay, let's see the answer. No, answer is D. You know why? Because there's the word so after question 27. Okay, they wanted to pay for the entrance fee, but then they were pleasantly surprised to find out that the entry was free. Do you agree with the answer given? Don't you think so that E is wrong? And the answer is D. Why didn't I had anticipated spending a generous sum of money for the day? So we were pleasantly surprised to find out that the entry was free. Do you agree with the answer, Donkey? Yes, because they have described the place. Okay, when the moment they enter the entrance, okay, the place was so beautiful. Okay, the place was so beautiful, and then they described what was there. Okay, how was the surrounding, and then they wanted to pay for it, and then they were surprised that the entrance was free. Okay, that's why when you do this, it's actually very tricky. Okay, very tricky. Okay, girls and boys, apa yang awak boleh buat? That's why not every part in paper 1 you can score. Okay, sometimes even you are good, you have a very good vocabulary, you understand the text, but then you might choose wrong answer. That's why you must do well in part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, so that when you lose mark in this part 4, it actually doesn't actually ruin the whole mark or the whole paper. Okay, it will not ruin the whole score of the whole paper because you have done well in part 1, part 2, part 3, and only part 4 you made a slack. Give me one or two questions that you get wrong answer. Okay, or you answered wrongly. Okay, so answer is donkey. That's why I said you must read the before and after sentences so that you know what is the answer for the blank space. Okay, let's try the second question. Yeah, the keyword is so there. Okay, that's why the answer is donkey. All right, now this one. Question number 28, just now 27, now 28. Okay, after walking through the visitor center, we descended a flight of stairs leading to an open air space that looked like a nondescript community park. Okay, so after they walked through the entrance, the visitor center, means the entrance, go through the entrance, right? They found a stairs leading to an open air space. Can you imagine that open air space that looked like a nondescript community park? So it looked like a park, right? And it's open air, right? You can look above and you see the sky. Okay, open air. You must understand that. Okay, and then they blank for question number 28, and then continue reading. We passed by a group of children squealing from their game of catch. Okay, now what is the answer? Okay, I give you a clue. They talk about an open air space. They talk about when they enter the place, they talk about the place that they have entered. Okay, we Wadin expertly pointed out that we should be able to cover all 5 sections of the park by sundown. Means when they entered the place, there are actually there are 5 sections of the park that they can discover. These were the Explorers Trail, Palm Hill, Sun Garden, Flower Garden, and Lakeside. E. Wak Petau nama dia. So Wak Petau answered E. Mana E E. Lush green rainforest tree flank us on both sides, providing adequate shade. Okay. The rest of you? G. From our vantage point, we could see the topmost dome of the Prime Minister's residence. Okay, kejap. Tunggu lagi. G. Okay, Hasif jawab G. Sama juga dengan Ahmad Syaz. Lagi? Ada 2 jawapan, E dengan G. Yang lain, banyak jawapan. G. Farah said G. Aina said G. Aina Aina nama anak saya. Sure G. Confirm. Confirm Saya ulang balik we descended a flight of stairs leading to an open air space. It talks about the place. Open air space that looked like a nondescript community park. We passed by a group of children squealing from the game of catch. And I continue talking about, they will cover all 5 sections of the park, and then the sections are blah 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 until lakeside. Okay, kalau kata G kita try masuk we descended a flight of stairs leading to an open air space that looked like a nondescript community park. From our vantage point, we could see the topmost dome of the Prime Minister's residence. Why didn't expect we passed, lepas tu awak cakap G, we passed by a group of children. Does it sound related? You read again like a nondescript community park. From our vantage point, we could see the topmost dome of the Prime Minister's residence. Prime Minister's residence, and they are actually going to explore a park. Can you get or not? If you say G. Can you get or not? Whether if you fit in G into the sentence, into the number 28, does it sound coherent or related or not? If you say G, can you reread and confirm your answer? No. Dia masuk and then dia nampak an open air space. Bayangkan open air space. Open air terbuka, nampak awan-awan ke atas that look like a nondescript community park. Okay. Macam mana tu? And then tiba-tiba awak cakap nampak Prime Minister's residence. And then we pass by a group of children squealing from the game of catch. Does it related? No. That's why I said dia punya before and after sentences must be related. You cannot suddenly jump that you saw a dinosaur in the middle of the sentence, where in the beginning of the sentence it doesn't actually mention about any dinosaur. Suddenly there's a dinosaur that you put in. There's a sentence talk about a dinosaur. Suddenly you put that sentence in 28. So it doesn't relate it actually. So now look at the context of the paragraph. Okay, yeah, you give the answer E. Okay, nice say is E. Just now siapa yang ada bagi tadi? Buat apa tahu? Buat apa tahu cakap E juga. The rest of you. Saya rasa E kot teacher. Farah, mana boleh kod dah sekarang Farah? Dia kena pilih je. Okay, jawapan. Okay, we have another paper to go, email writing. So we only have 2 hours. Okay. Salah juga. Okay, jawapan dia A. Okay. It's quite tricky. Kenapa A? Okay, kenapa A? Because the context. Okay. Dia kata open air. Okay, open air. And then community park. Okay. Lush green rainforest tree. Faham tak apa maksud rainforest tree? Dia bukan dekat hutan awak. Dia dekat park. Okay. So up ahead was a giant information board. Kenapa giant information board? Because they are at the park, right? Why? Because they are going to explore different section of the park. So up ahead was a giant information board which park to look to explore. Okay. So yes, answer is A. Kalau awak tak setuju pun answer dia memang A, because E, rainforest trees, itu hutan awak. Okay, so answer is A. Okay, never mind. Practice makes perfect. Whatever it is, you don't know what text they are going to test you. So never mind, just try your best to answer this part 4. Many students, dia tak dapat full mark sebab ni lah, Sebab ni. Sebab dia slack dekat part 4. Dia banyak buat error dekat part 4. But you can still score in your part 5, information transfer. Okay. So sebab tu saya selalu cakap ke student saya, question 1 to 8, try to get 5 and above or score full marks. Okay. Question 2, yang paragraph tadi tu, your vocab, your tenses. Kalau awak pandai, awak boleh score kat situ. Make sure your vocab, your tenses, your you are very good. Okay, so that you know your is, are, was, were, and then you know linkers, and you know the vocab that they are they ask you. So that's why you must know your grammar. Okay, so part 3 yang tadi tu in paragraph 1, paragraph 2, part 4 yang tadi kita buat gap text, and this one part 5 sepatutnya awak boleh score full mark here. Tapi okay, this part 5 you must understand. Okay, this one. Okay, yang soalan 1 sampai 4 tu majority akan dapat correct lah. Even my last class student pun dia orang akan dapat semua betul. Soalan 1 sampai soalan 4. Tapi sekarang ni soalan 5 to 8 tu many students make error because wrong spelling wrong. Spelling must be mandatory correct. Okay, girls and boys. So what you do is that you must read the whole sentence. Baca balik the whole sentence before you put on your answer. Kadang-kadang jawapan dia perlu tambah S. Okay. Tapi awak tak tambah, which give you wrong answer. The whole sentence must be grammatically correct before you put in the answer. Don't simply take from the text and put it as the answer. Okay. So awak ambil jawapan daripada teks, awak terus bubuh dekat situ bulat-bulat, which is wrong. Okay. The whole sentence must be grammatically correct. The whole sentence, ayat tu kalau awak baca daripada mula sampai full stop, dia kena betul. Dia tak boleh salah. Okay. Selain daripada spelling tu kena betul, the grammar also must be correct. Okay. Is, ada S ke, tak ada S ke. So awak kena tahu past tense ke. Kalau ada ing, awak kena tambah ing dekat situ. Okay. So the whole sentence must be correct. Kalau dia start mula-mula, you must have a capital letter for that. Okay. So kalau dia ada N, the word must be A-I-O-U. Okay, things like that. Okay. So biasanya good students, they can score 8/8 for this question part 5. Okay. Alright, that's it for your paper 1. Okay, my advice is that, do you know the weightage of each paper of your English paper? What is the weightage for every paper, paper 1 until paper 4? Berapa persen? Berapa persen of every paper? Yes, 25% sahaja. Yes. So can you score English paper? Boleh. Sebab setiap paper hanya ambil weightage is 25%. Okay. So and then from the 25, for each paper, then only you get your total score. So make sure you do well in every paper. Not 100% is taken from every paper. Okay. So Syakirin. Awak Syakirin Syakirin anak murid saya. Okay. Alright. So every paper hanya 25%. Boleh score tak English? Boleh. Boleh pass tak? Boleh. Boleh dapat A tak? Boleh. Okay. Because hanya 25% saja dia ambil. Not 100%. So you can score. Okay. But whatever it is, try to do your best in every paper. Okay. So paper 1, cikgu tak boleh tolong banyak because once you mark your answer wrongly, is wrong. Okay. Salah jawapan salah. Okay. Awak tembak salah, sama juga salah. Okay, paper listening sama juga. You mark your answer wrong. Okay, speaking depends. Okay, speaking bergantung pada awak. Hari kejadian awak nervous, sakit perut, sakit kepala, tidur tak cukup, awak tak boleh nak. Awak nervous, awak gemuruh, you are very panic, alright. You have problem with eye contact, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to answer question. Then that will affect your marks. Okay. So speaking, saya tak boleh nak tolong juga. Itu bergantung pada awak. Okay, you can speak well, but suddenly on that day, you feel nervous, then you cannot speak. Okay, how to add idioms in speaking test, teacher? Idioms depends on the topic. Okay, depends, because we don't know the topic that you will get, but there are certain idioms that can be added. Okay, for example, if the question say if the question talks about how how to excel in your academic. Okay, there are point there, right? You can use a practice makes perfect. When there's a will, there's a way. Something like that. Depends on the topic of the in your speaking test. Okay, so you're going to sit for your speaking in 2 weeks time, right? English. Okay, my advice, speaking since ada orang tanya speaking, number one, alright, talk according to the bullet. Okay, I'm sure your teacher has taught you this. Okay, go bullet by bullet. Okay, you remember the first part, they'll ask you simple question about yourself. Okay, answer it, short answer. My name is blah blah blah, and you can call me. Okay, what? That is the best way to answer the first part. Okay, what's your name, candidate A? My name is Siti, and you call. My name is Siti Aminah. You can call me Siti. Okay, answer macam tu. Okay, and then question number 2. How do you come to school? Contoh, I come to school by bus. You don't just say bus. Okay, jangan cakap bus je. Okay, short answer. I come to school by bus. Okay, what do you have for your breakfast? Alright, I usually have a cereal for my breakfast, a cereal and a milk, right, and a coffee for my breakfast. Give a short answer. Don't go wander around and talk about today my mother cooked this, tomorrow my mother will cook that. No, we only want short answer because you only have the total minute for the whole speaking test is only about 11 minutes. Okay, for every part. Okay, so every part must be very quick. Okay, and then they ask you another question. What subject do you like in school and why? Then you answer lah. I like English because I love to read. I like English subject because I love my teacher. Simple like that, right? This is actually a kickstart before you start your conversation, individual and the pair conversation. Okay, kemudian masuk part 2. Part 2, they give you a topic, you talk about the topic, and your partner will answer a question based on your topic. Okay, so andai kata awak nervous you look at the bullet, alright, look at the paper only. Okay, go bullet by bullet. What is the name of your idol? How does she or he look like? Why it is important for us to have an idol? So you go bullet by bullet. Okay, so don't skip the bullet, because we will actually follow the bullet to see the flow of your speaking. Okay, and then part 3 of the speaking test will be pair conversation dengan partner awak. It is best that you sit slanting a bit, okay, and face your partner. Okay, face your partner and then discuss lah. To avoid you being panicked, you look at your partner's face, okay, and then you look at the booklet. Okay, look at the booklet. Okay, and then talk about each point. Okay, if you can talk 3, you talk 3. Okay, if you cannot talk 3, you talk 2. But make sure every point you have, you must give reason. You don't just say, alright, I think the advantage of online shopping is save money. What do you think? You don't do that, okay? There must be reason why you say that. One reason is enough, and then go to the next point. Okay, I think don't forget to give your partner. Don't hold the conversation yourself, right? You must give to your partner. Okay, so I think one of the reasons why people shop online is because they can save money and time. Okay, they don't have to go through traffic jam, but they can just sit in front of they can sit at home using their phone and buy things that they want. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do we have the same mind? Something like that. Okay. Give and take until the interlocutor says, alright, time's up. Now make your conclusion. Right? So that is some tip for speaking. Now, apa yang awak boleh buat? Awak balik rumah, awak buat Google Meet. Buat Google Meet dengan awak punya partner and take one question and try to time 2 minutes, 2 plus 1, 3 minutes to talk about part 3. The two-way conversation. Okay, cuba macam tu. If you can go to your friend's house, you can do you can practice together. But if you cannot, you have Google Meet. Alright, you can time yourself how many minutes you talk and how many minutes your partner talk. How much point can you talk within that 2 minutes? Because that 1 minute you may have your conclusion. Alright, can I help my partner by giving him her a point? Yes, can. You can help by prompting question to your partner. Contoh, what do you think? Awak tanya dah partner awak what do you think? Dan partner awak senyap je. What do you do is that, alright, do you think that what's the answer? Do you think that online shopping can have more choices compared to retail store? You ask question. Let him or her answer yes or no. Sometimes you get your partner is very poor. Faham. Okay. But some schools, they are allowed to choose their own partner. But some schools, they follow the name list. Number 1 will be number 2, number 3, and number 4, depends on your school. But if you are being put as a pair and your partner is very poor or very weak, you ask question and tak apalah, biarlah dia answer yes or no. Kalau you, okay, dia dah jawab yes, okay. Alright, what do you think? Don't you think that when you shop online, you can save a lot of time? Tanya dia. Tunjuk dia point tu, right? Don't look at your interlocutor because you're doing a pair conversation. Look at your partner, okay? Okay, don't you think that if we go for online shopping, you can save a lot of time? Then dia jawab yes. Why do you think so? Dia tak boleh jawab? Never mind lah. You keep answering and you keep from question lah. Okay, what about this one? Don't you think that when you do online shopping, it's more it's much cheaper compared to retail store? Yes. Then you ask question lah. Have you bought anything? You make him or her talk. Okay, but don't waste your time. Actually, time is running up. And then you make sure you talk about your point, and then you ask from a good question so that I'm sure that your partner can answer. Okay. Have you shopped online? Yes. So don't you think that this will shopping online shopping has more benefit? Blah blah blah. You ask question. Just make him yes or no. Put okay dah. Okay. But don't forget your point. Yeah, I also agree with you that online shopping can help us to save our time because we don't have to go through traffic jam. Okay, and we can just sit at home and do our online shopping. Don't you think so? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Just make sure you prompt question to your partner. Sometimes dia nervous awak. Dia nervous. Dia memang sangat nervous. So dia tiba-tiba dia blank kat situ. So bagi dia bercakap. Okay. Alright. So that is speaking. Okay. So paper 1, paper listening dengan paper speaking, cikgu tak boleh tolong awak banyak. Okay. Right. So that's why sampai sini sahaja and practice makes perfect. Paper 1 kita tak habis lagi. Ngam pukul 3 saya habis. So 3 sampai 4 saya akan cover essay. Okay. So get your pen and pencil ready because essay requires you to write certain things. Paper 1 just a refresh macam mana nak jawab. Okay. Some tips and technique for you to answer your paper 1. Again saya cakap wrong answer wrong. Nothing can be done. Okay. What you can do, you have another 1 week, another few weeks left, buat je lah latihan. Okay, because when you do a lot of practice, you will see you will learn the answer skill, the technique. Okay, choose only answers that is in the text. Don't make your own assumption. So you will tend to do that again and again. So you have the skill how to answer the question. So now you only get a book and try to do a lot of practice lah. Okay. Alright, so paper 1 done. Ada lagi 1 minit sebelum pukul 3. Any question for paper 1 tak? Remember awak patut ada 2 kali boleh check bila awak dah habis jawab. You should have 2 times to double check. Double check here means you read again question 1 until question 40. Okay. Okay, any question that you want to ask about this paper 1? Tak ada. Kalau tak ada, saya move to email, boleh? Okay, because saya memang tekankan essay actually. Okay, I don't, this one I let my students to do their practice at home. If you don't understand the word, you find a dictionary, okay, and you look for the meaning. You write the meaning using your own language also, it's not wrong, okay? If you're a Chinese, you want to write the meaning in Chinese, go ahead. If you're a Malay, you want to write the meaning in Bahasa Melayu, go ahead. Right? As long as you understand the word that you find it difficult, that you have never encountered the word before. Okay, so paper 1 done ready. Okay, now okay, this card. Okay, I want to share another one, which is this one. Okay, this is part 2 email writing. Okay, pukul 3 tepat saya start Okay, email Okay, for paper 2 ialah karangan karangan. Okay, saya nak tanya awak, I want to ask you, when you get your paper 2, okay, which question you should answer first? Anybody know, or has your teacher ever mentioned that you should answer, this is for your time management berapa lama masa untuk jawab part paper 2 ni? So part 2. Syakiri ni memang tahu sebab saya dah yes, okay, part 2. Okay, untuk jimat masa email ni awak jawab last kali. Okay, jawab last kali sebab banyak bila awak jawab yang pendek, awak tend to spend more time there. Betul ke ni? Salah ni awak potong. Salah ni, salah potong. So don't. Because you must remember that you have part 2 longer version of essay, and the longest one is part 3, 250 word, 250 kata perkataan. Okay. Yes, because email nak 80 saja. That's why you answer email last kali. That one is for you to save time. Tapi andai kata awak memang confirm email tu senang, awak boleh jawab, awak boleh yakin awak ada semua elemen dalam tu, you have answered all question, go ahead. Okay, by all means go ahead. Kalau tak boleh, awak masih lagi terkapai-kapai nak memikir, better you answer part 2, kemudian part 3, and then last kali baru back to email. Saya takut awak terfikir-fikir nak jawab email, padahal email tu pendek je. Okay, pendek je. Yang patut awak fikir ialah part 2 and part 3. Okay, 30 minutes or less. Yeah, better less than 30 minutes. Tu pun 30 minutes tu pun dah panjang dah. So that's why email ni sebenarnya senang je. If you get the question, if you confirm, you can answer, you know what to answer, you have seen that question, you have answered that question previously, to make suggestion, for example, to give suggestion, to give opinion, you know already how to give opinion, and the answer is quite very clear in the question, what answer that you should write. By all means, go ahead, answer the question. Alright, yes. Okay, better answer last because it requires only short time to answer. Yang saya risau awak ni ialah part 2. Okay, part 2 ni wajib jawab kan. Part 3 you can still choose. Okay, if you like story, you can choose story. If you don't want article, you can go to the second question. They might give you article, report, story, or they might give you report, review, story, or they can give you report, review, story, or they can give you article, report, story. Depends. Okay. So part 3 you boleh pilih. Review pun ada banyak. So you can actually prepare beforehand for review. Okay. Yeah. Part 2 pros and cons. Biasanya. Advantage and disadvantages. And then there'll be one question, bullet number 3 that many students skip. Like my, the previous one Apa the question? Malaysian Idol Okay. So ada yang bagi, the question was, who is your Malaysian idol? Okay, and then his or her contribution, and then how can you become a good role model to your siblings? Okay, yeah, local idol, local idol. Auto student saya bagi Blackpink. Saya nak tanya awak, Blackpink tu local ke? That's why I said you don't understand the question. Local means what? Yes, guided writing is a bit difficult. Okay. Okay, so part 2. We go part 2 lepas ni. Okay, so we will come back to the word local. Okay. Yes, tempatan, Malaysia. So you give me Blackpink, habislah awak markah kan. Macam mana Blackpink boleh jadi local pula? Okay. Alright, never mind. We go email first because email is very short and simple. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Yes, in your country. But after this, we go to pros and cons. How to answer part 2. Okay. Okay, I'll share screen. You let me know if you can see the screen. Boleh tak? Can you see the screen? Sekejap, can I bring first? Alright, can you see the screen? Lag ke tak kan? Cannot. Kejap saya share balik. Sekejap. Saya stop screen. Okay, and then saya share balik. Saya share window. Okay, by now you should see. Okay, boleh nampak? Still cannot. Kejap Stop sharing. We only see you. Alamak. Tak nampak. Kejap macam mana saya nak buat? Saya nak present sebenarnya. Tak ada slide. Okay, kejap Okay, kalau saya share my entire screen, sekejap tau saya share. Okay, sekarang nampak tak apa yang saya share? Nampak tak? Ke tak nampak juga? Nampak tak? Tak nampak. Tak nampak juga. Tak nampak. Okay, kejap tau saya contact. Saya nak share. Sekejap tau. Nampak ya. Saya cuba lagi sekali Masih tak nampak Okay, nampak tak? Nampak. Tak nampak. Kejap. Kejap Nampak. Kejap saya ni dulu, kejap. Kejap. Hello. Saya nak share tau. Okay. Nasib baik. Okay, nampak tak sekarang? Masih tak nampak komen. I can see I'm blank. Pandailah awak tahu. Okay, nampak dah. Okay. Fokus screen je. Jangan fokus muka saya, fokus kat screen je. Okay, kejap saya nak ni tau. Saya nak menconteng. Okay, saya stop sharing balik. Saya share balik. Sekejap tau. Suara setting. Okay, nampak Saya buat full screen. Okay, nampak? Welcome to our class. Nampak Okay. Alright, email Okay, agenda kita hari ni ialah part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, so part 1 email writing. Okay, by this time you should know already your CCAOL. Okay, so C, content. Bila content, you read the rubrics, and then CA, format, tone. Okay, for email writing, tone friendly, informal, straightforward. Okay, jawapan kena straightforward, jangan main langgar sana, langgar sini. Okay, awak jangan, saya ada student yang cerita, nak cerita pasal nak pergi ke tak birthday party, dia pergi cerita yang bukan-bukan. Okay, so jawapan kena straightforward, tak boleh merapu-merapu, go straightforward to the answer. Kalau dia tanya yes or no, you answer yes or no, okay? And then you give reason why you say yes and why you say no. Okay, flow of ideas, connectors, linkers, cohesive devices, linkers, okay? So plus, also, to, okay? So that one, kena ada. Kalau tak ada, you get 3. Okay, and then language, grammar, vocab, and also structures. Okay, structure means your sentence Okay, the whole sentence. Are you using the correct structure for you to write? You don't use past tense in email writing. Jangan pandai-pandai guna past tense in email writing I have post students who use past tense in email writing. Hello, ini ialah email writing. There's no such thing as past tense. Okay, unless you are talking about where did you go on your last school holiday, and you are actually suggesting your friend to go to that place for during the school holiday break. Okay, so then you can use past tense. Depends, but when you give suggestion, you will give in the form of present tense. You don't use past tense. Okay, so CCAOL, by now you should know already how to score each how to score content, how to get 5, how to get CA5, O and L5. Okay, so when you get 3 means very basic. Okay, you only have simple connectors, but you don't go straight forward, you don't answer the question. Okay, and then now for you to answer this email writing, kita ada satu teknik. Okay, let me just saya kena stop sharing sekejap sebab tadi saya nak share sekejap. Saya nak share window. Alright, this one. Okay, boleh nampak tak? Saya punya ni hang. Sekejap Okay, boleh nampak tak? Kau nampak apa Sekejap dekat saya dia sangkut. Ya, flowers, bunga tulip. Tapi masalahnya dia tak habis keluar sekejap Alright, dah. Okay, this technique. Okay, you might want to jot down this technique. Okay, if you have all this, then you can get full marks. Okay, kalau ada all the GRACE, okay, then you make sure you have all this GRACE, then you can get full marks for your email. Yes, dia bunga tulip. Tapi dekat saya dia bling 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 bling. Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. Okay, saya pergi the second slide sekejap. Okay, dah. Alright, Grace technique. Sekejap dia hang Okay, tajuk dia ialah GRACE and Yeah, it's a bit glitching. Okay, can you see now? What is the acronym for GRACE? Glitching kan? Okay, now can you see? Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. Alright, so GRACE. You make sure you have all these, okay, in your email writing. Then, I'm sure you can score full mark, 20/20. Okay. G is when you greet. Okay. So you must greet first. The person say hi, you reply hi. If the person say how are you, you answer I'm fine. Okay. Like recently, there's one question. How are you and your baby? Dia tak menjawab. Okay, I'm fine. Sepatutnya awak jawab lah. That's why I said you must read the question thoroughly. Okay, you must read the question thoroughly. So you don't miss out the question that the person asks you. So kalau dia tanya, how are you? You jawab. How are you and your family? You jawab. We are fine. Thank you. Okay, I hope you are well too. Okay, you must greet. And then number 2, you must respond. Okay, respond here, respond to the whole email. Awak respond pada keseluruhan email tu. Kalau dia bagi tahu my father had just passed away, bapak dia baru meninggal, tak tahu nak cakap tahniah. Betul? Okay, so respond appropriately. Okay, respond benda yang betul. Kalau respond tu negatif, you should sound very sympathy. Okay, janganlah bapak dia meninggal awak cakap wow, that's a great news. Okay, nanti awak putus kawan dengan dia. Okay, so awak mesti respond appropriately to the email. Kalau dia kata dia baru fail dia punya exam, takkan awak nak congratulations for failing. Tak boleh kan? Okay, tahniah lah sebab gagal. You don't do like that okay, you don't do like that. You respond appropriately. Whether it is positive or negative, respond appropriately. Okay, and then you answer question. Alright, you must have a highlighter. Before I forget, make sure you have a highlighter with you so that you can highlight what are the important question that you need to answer. Okay, and then closure. So you must have closure. Okay, so must have ending. I need to pen off now. Bye. I hope to hear from you soon. Ataupun I hope it helps. Bye. Simple je. Simple sahaja. Okay. Now, enrichment. Enrichment ialah awak tambah, murnikan balik awak punya email by making sure that you have linkers in your email. Mesti ada linkers girls. Kalau tak, awak tak dapat markah penuh. Okay. And then your linkers pula, janganlah pakai yang biasa and, because we don't want that. We want the one is basic sentence connectors. We want a combination of sentence connectors and also linkers. Now, we go one by one. Saya tak tahu kenapa dia hang. Sebenarnya dekat saya dah hang dah ni. Okay, grid Okay, grid. Grid simple Can you see the screen saya punya grid, betul? Ke tak betul? Ke masih stuck dekat acronym tu? Okay, now there are many ways to greet in email. This one, you should have stuck Apa yang betul tu? Apa yang betul? Stuck sebenarnya dekat saya kan, dekat saya tak nampak pun sebab saya sedang tengok screen saya. Saya tak tahu apa yang awak tengok. Okay, great. Okay, cantik. Okay, so alright, tak stop. Okay, so now, great. Ni patut ada dalam your mind saja. Okay, semua ni dah patut ada dalam kepala awak. Hi, hello, how are you? How have you been? Thanks for your letter. Thanks for your email. Email lah biasanya. It was great to hear from you. Thank you for the news from home. Okay, so greet ni make sure you ada. Okay, if the person asks you how are you, you answer lah. I'm fine. I'm well. Okay. Kemudian after greet, respond. Macam saya cakap, respond, you should respond appropriately. Okay, now respond. Nampak tak tanda tangan tu, good or bad? Okay, so remember, you need to respond to the situation just simply to show them that you've got their notes. Means you faham. Kalau you straight away jawab soalan, okay, means you tak respond pada dia, it's not sound not so nice okay. So you respond. Kalau dia kata, I've just finished my exam. So that sounds great. What a relief to hear that you have finally finished your exam. Right? That is a good news. Respond. Kalau dia kata, my father had just passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, boleh. Okay, so many students, they did not respond to the email writing. Instead, they straight away answer the question, which is wrong. That's why I came up with this GRACE. Make sure you have all the GRAC in your email, and then you can get at least the highest score, the marks that you can at least you dapat ialah 444 for all the instrument. Okay. Content 4, CA 4, O 4, L 4. Kalau dapat 5 lagi bagus. Okay. So, you need to respond positive one like that. Thanks for your email and it was wonderful, great to hear. I'm so excited to hear that you are going to have your birthday celebration next week. Okay. I'm so excited to hear that you're going to get married. Okay, kawan awak nak kahwin, jemput awak. Okay, and then I'm so excited to hear that you're going to buy a laptop for yourself. Finally, you are now going to buy a laptop for yourself. Contoh, respond. Okay, and then congratulations for the great news. Congratulations, that sounds great. Respond. Okay, so not all situations given are a happy one. Okay, negative response. I'm sorry to hear that you failed your exam. I'm sorry to hear that your father is in the hospital. It is sad to hear that you are in your stress situation. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that you broke your laptop. Okay. Therefore, you must respond appropriately. Okay. Lepas awak dah respond, okay, then it's time for you to answer the question. Okay. So, macam mana nak answer question lepas ni kita tengok. Okay. That's why I want you to have a highlighter so that you can respond appropriately to the question. Ambil highlight. Sebab tak semua question ada tanda soal. Yang kita faham basic, soalan dia ada tanda soal. Betul. Tapi dalam email kadang-kadang dia tak soalan tu dia tak minta awak, dia tak ada tanda soal. But you must answer it. Okay, for example, dekat dia punya instruction, you are writing an email to decline an invitation. So you must decline. Okay, help Jimmy to suggest what theme he can use on his birthday party. That's why I said you kena read the question, the rubric carefully first. Okay, kadang-kadang soalan kata, you are going to decline an invitation, but you go and write, yes, I'm coming. Yes, put me in. Yes, count me in, which is wrong. By right, you should decline the invitation. How do you decline? I'm sorry, I will not able to join you because I have an exam next week. Contoh. Okay, so you already declined. Okay, macam saya cakap, tak semua soalan ada tanda soal. So you must read and highlight what that you should answer and what you can how to decline or how to say yes or no, whether the email is to give suggestion or to decline invitation, to accept invitation, or even to give ideas. Okay, so determine the content by referring to the task. Make sure you include all the important what point. Okay, now closure lagi senang. Ambil je yang tu. Okay, ambil satu, gunakan untuk awak punya email lah. Pilih je mana satu, hafal. Okay, looking forward to your visit. If your friend is coming here to your hometown. Okay, bye. Okay, I need to pen off pun boleh. Okay, that's all from me. I hope it helps. Okay, all the best. That's all for now. Hope to hear from you soon. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to apply this GRACE in your email. Okay. So how do you apply this in your email? Okay, kejap sebelum tu, enrichment. The most important part is your enrichment. Okay. Awak kena guna informal linkers. Okay. Macam saya pernah cakap dekat student saya, awak nak pergi beli aiskrim contoh. Awak nak pergi beli aiskrim dekat kedai mamak ni, kedai mamak je ada aiskrim. Awak cakap dengan mamak tu, awak speaking ni, awak speaking dekat dia. Sir, would you permit me to buy an ice cream? Ada ke awak cakap macam tu? Cik, izinkan saya membeli satu aiskrim. Ada ke bahasa awak macam tu? Tak ada. Betul. Okay. You tak buat bahasa baku pergi ke kedai. So, informal. Jangan guna bahasa formal. Okay. You don't say, would you permit me to buy an ice cream? No, you don't say that when you go to a shop to buy an ice cream. Instead, you just take and you pay. Alright, you don't even ask for permission. Okay, that is what I say. Yes, so your email is more informal, more friendly tone, and then you don't use like the word linkers like on the contrary. You don't use that kind of linkers. You guna yang biasa saja. So here are list of linkers that I give to my students to use in the email. Okay, to use in the email. Anyways, plus I advise you to use this kind of linkers instead of you using the word like furthermore, nevertheless. From my perspective, also not very informal. It's more to formal. From my perspective, it's suitable for part 2. Okay, so anyway, okay, well, okay, yeah, it's more like opinion writing. Anyway, I think, okay, kalau awak Google formal and informal way to give your opinion, this one from my perspective is formal. Informal dia akan guna I think. Ataupun why not, itu ialah more formal. Okay, awak doesn't mean that when you want to give your opinion, tak semestinya awak guna I think. Awak boleh cakap why not. Okay, why not you go and buy yourself a laptop instead of a desktop. Faham tak? Okay, that one is also suggesting. Why not you give a try and buy a laptop instead of a desktop? Macam tu. So jangan cakap in my I think you should, boleh juga, tapi good ones I'm talking about good students. Yeah, to like opinion, right? Yes. Okay, so good students, they will not start like a very biasa kind of opinion. I think you should buy. No, dia akan cakap macam ni. Why not you buy a laptop instead of a desktop? Okay, you get what I mean or not? Alright, good students, they will not start their email like you start. I think you should buy a laptop instead of a desktop because blah blah blah. Itu biasa je. Alright, we want something that is very not many people use, but I found good students, they use that kind of sentence. Okay, in your email. So these are the informal linkers. For me, I just let my students use these linkers. Okay, just use any of these linkers to write in your email to be safe, because you are writing an email and it should sound informal. Okay, now enrichment ialah awak double check your email whether you have linkers or not. This is the most important part in email writing, okay? Because it will create flow in your writing. And then you also use these connectors to join your ideas together, okay? So it is advisable that you use informal linkers in your email, okay? Alright, we only have half an hour lagi, okay? So saya akan tutup ni, saya akan share sebenarnya tak cukup masa. Kalau awak nak lebih lagi, awak kena one to one dengan saya. Kejap saya buka pula, kejap. Okay, saya buka slide yang tadi balik. Saya nak tunjuk awak, mana Okay, this one. Okay, we are going to try 2 email. One is to suggest, one is to accept or decline invitation. Alright, now. Can you see? Or can also write teacher. Can. Boleh? Or can boleh. Okay, boleh tak tengok? Try this. Can't see Boleh tak? Tak boleh Tak nampak? Tak nampak muka saya je. Nampak tak? Slide baru. Okay, boleh ya? Okay. Alright. So now to suggest. Okay, you receive an email from Z, your cousin, who will have a 1-month school holiday. Hi, as you know, my 1-month holiday will start next week. I plan to learn how to cook. Who do you think should teach me how to cook? Okay, how long should I learn to cook? What kinds of dishes should I focus on and why? Appreciate your suggestion. By write an email, 80 words, write your answer below. Right? So now, can you tell me how do you respond? You should sound happy because Z is going to have a 1-month holiday, right? And then now I'm going to highlight. Yes, nampak. Okay, I'm going to highlight questions that you need to answer. Okay, so here, okay, as you know, my 1-month holiday will start next week. Okay, so you must and then I plan to learn how to cook. Okay, until here. So can you must respond here. Okay, so you must respond. Okay, you must respond Kau kena respond. Kemudian, now we are going to look for questions. Sekejap mana pointer saya. Alright, who do you think? Sekejap. Saya pandang balik ni. Okay, sekarang saya akan highlight soalan yang awak kena. Okay, number 1, who do you think? Betul? Awak kena jawab. Okay. Who do you think should teach me how to cook? Okay. Kemudian, how long should I learn to cook? And then number 3, what kind of dishes should I cook and should I focus on and why? So kalau awak tengok sini, ada berapa soalan yang you kena jawab? Okay, satu yang ni. Okay, satu. Kemudian, how long? 2. What kind of dishes? 3. You name the dishes tapi banyak student lupa nak bagi tahu kenapa. Nampak tak? Ada 4 sebenarnya. Okay. Unless your mind can compute this one whole sentence, there are 2 questions, fine. If your mind cannot compute, yes, you might miss out certain question. For example, you only name the dishes but you didn't tell why. Why your friend, your cousin should cook the dishes. Okay. So there are 4 questions that you need to answer. That's why when you get the question, you must highlight first the question. Okay. So this as you know ni sampai I plan how to cook will be your response. Okay, awak respond. Okay. Haikal, am I late? Okay, Haikal, we just start email. Tapi itulah dah halfway dah email. Paper 1 I've already start. Memang you can watch again this YouTube video untuk awak tengok balik. Sebenarnya ramai yang nak masuk tapi banyak ada program Sabtu kan. Okay. So you are not too late. Okay. just continue. Okay, I'm doing email writing now to make suggestion. Okay, ada 4 soalan that you should answer, you should focus on. Okay, 80 words. Kalau awak nak lebih perkataan pun dalam 95 patah perkataan still okay. Okay, dia akan bagi awak template, make sure awak gunakan box tu, jangan lebih daripada box tu. Jangan awak tulis satu test pad pula. Okay, alright, next one. Okay, tadi saya dah bagi 4 question. Now let's look at the sample answer. Now, GRACE kita tengok balik macam saya bagi tadi, GRACE. Okay, kita tengok G You want to cook during a high, okay, already great. Okay, G kat sini. Right. Great. Sorry, I know your mother is lazy to cook. Respond. Okay. Therefore, you should learn to cook from your grandmother. Lagi teruk kawan dia ni. Your mother is lazy to cook. Okay. So ni ayat ni dia bagi tahu siapa yang nak kena cook, dia nak belajar cook daripada siapa? Daripada opah dia. Okay. Sekejap. Mana pointer saya? Alright. So this one you should learn how to cook from your grandmother. Jawab tak soalan who do you think you should teach me how to cook? Jawab. So this one answer the yes. Grace, great, respond, answer question, closure, enrichment. Yeah, Fahmi is trying to be very honest that the mother is very lazy to cook. Tapi tak apa, okay. So this one answer the question 1. Okay, nampak tak? So saya tulis A1, alamak silap. Sekejap A1 lah, kita tulis A1. Sebab dia dah jawab. So kita tulis A1. Okay, so A1, question number 1, answer already. Okay, she is a good cook. Nampak tak? Dia bagi lagi information kenapa nak kena learn. Walaupun soalan minta, tak minta sebab pun, tapi you bagi. Okay, you bagi. So here is actually your what? Your explanation why grandmother is the best person to teach your cousin how to cook. Okay. Alright, so this one is actually your explanation, elaboration, more explanation. Okay. Okay, number 2, besides her foods are awesome. Sama juga. This whole sentence is actually reason. Okay, reason for A1. Okay, so reason or elaboration lah. Okay, so E1, E2 lah. Saya boleh letak kat sini E1, E2. Elaboration sepatutnya 1 atau 2 ayat dah cantik dah. Okay, pen. Okay, so dekat sini kita ambil E1 kat sini. Elaboration 2 kat sini. Okay, kemudian how long? Okay, well, I think you need at least 2 weeks. Okay, so dia bagi lagi, dia jawab lagi soalan A2, answer question 2. Okay, so dekat sini saya bagi A2. Okay, so dekat sini is A2. 2 weeks, soon you'll be like a chef. E lagi, E2 sorry, E1 tadi, elaboration 2, soon you'll be like a chef. Why don't you learn to cook fries first? So ini ialah A3, betul? Tengok balik depan. How long? Dia jawab 2 minggu. What kind of dishes? Dia jawab nasi. Belajar masak nasi dulu. Awak pandai masak nasi? Awak tak pandai masak nasi, awak belajar masak nasi dulu. Baru awak belajar masak benda lain. Okay, so I think you should learn to cook fried rice. Okay, belajar nasi goreng, bukan masak nasi. Nasi goreng dulu. Then baru dia suggest lagi chicken curry because then chicken curry. Dia jawab lagi still under A3. Then dia bagi reason. So E3. Okay, E3 explanation untuk soalan 3. Okay, faham tak? Okay. Saya bagi awak dia punya ni sekejap. Okay, ini tadi E1. Kita ambil balik pen warna hijau tu. Okay, ini E1, A2 tadi, okay, ini dia punya E2, explanation 2. Kemudian ini ialah E3, explanation 3. Kenapa disuruh masak kari ayam? Okay, because I know you love it so much. Okay, lagi dia bagi lagi reason E3. Okay. Don't forget to put message explanation for learn fried rice. Teacher, and the how long is Fahmi asking and answer by himself even though dekat sekat tempat tanya. Itu cara dia. How long? Cara dia, you know not, kita nak being friendly. Okay, itu cara dia. The email must sound very friendly and casual way. So, how long? Well, dia macam tanya diri dia balik. Dia macam berdialog dalam dia punya email, which is not wrong and sounds very casual. Okay? Okay? Memang dia tanya soalan tu how long, but when you read, it's like, you can imagine that the writer is actually talking to himself. How long? I think you need at least 2 weeks. Okay? Sounds casual, informal, and friendly. Okay? It's like talking but writing. Yes. Yeah. How long? Okay. Because remember, email is more to informal writing. So it's not wrong. So now, dia dah jawab semua Kita tengok balik depan. Sampai Y. 4. Okay. So dia dah jawab dah. Okay. A3, A4. Okay. Chicken curry. Sebenarnya ini A4 lah ni. A4 Y. A4 is Y. Okay. So all 4 question is already here. Okay. All 4 question is already here. A4 ni. And then ini pun E4. Okay, dia bagi alasan. Okay, ni A4, ini E4. Okay, semua dah jawab. Now, boleh awak tunjuk saya mana enrichment? Enrichment dekat mana? Ada banyak ni dia punya linkers. Okay, ada banyak dia punya linkers. Okay, we are going to use a different highlighter. I think we're going to use blue color. Okay, now highlight. Moreover, mana dia? Okay, therefore. Okay, and then well. And then moreover. Okay, soon. Nampak tak? Banyak. Okay, you need at least 2 weeks. Soon you'll be like a chef. Why don't you learn? Okay, then chicken curry because I know. And then because. Sentence connectors. Besides. Mana besides? This one. Okay. So don't you think that closure saya lupa satu lagi. Tadi dah ada A, now C. Okay, C. Okay, now dah ada C. Okay, this is C. So, yang saya highlight biru ni semua ialah E lah. E. So, tengok ada tak elemen ni semua? Ada, semua ada. Okay, so make sure you ada semua ni, grace technique ni. Yeah, closure this one lah, we take this whole line as closure. Alright, I hope it helps. Bye. I need to pen off. Bye. So, perkataan dia ialah 94 perkataan. Kita nak 80, tapi kalau awak lebih sikit saja, tak ada masalah. Okay, so yes, your name here and then yeah, bye. That's it. Okay, so semua ada. GRACE ni, elemen ni semua ada dekat dalam ni. Dia jawab semua soalan. Dia be straightforward. Dia tak pergi jalan jauh-jauh. Dia jawab terus. Okay, alright. Next one, to accept and declining invitation. You receive an email from Aaron, invite you to go to watch a movie. Okay, you are interested and to go. Maknanya awak kena accept. Right? So you are not declining an invitation, but you are accepting an invitation. Sebab tu penting untuk awak baca. Yang first ni sangat penting untuk awak baca. You, okay, are interested to go. Okay, kalau dia kata you are declining an invitation, then baru awak kena jawab, no, I cannot come, I couldn't make it, I can't make it because I have something to do. I have something to do on the weekend. Okay, many new movies are coming out. Would you like to come with me? Alright. Responding to the invitation. Okay, so here you must respond. You're going, so you respond. And then, would you like to come with me? Answer this question. Yes or no. The way you answer yes or no depends on your creativity. Alright, put me in, count me in. Okay, put me in. Ada juga yang cakap a big yes. Okay, a big yes. So answer the question. Okay, so this one is saya highlight. Sekejap Okay, saya akan highlight balik. Would you like to come with me? Which movie would you like to watch? Is there anything else you would like to do after watching the movie? So ada 3 soalan dekat sini awak kena jawab. Okay, ada 3 soalan. Count on me. Count on me ke? Count me in lah. Buat apa? Count on me tu, count on me. Count me in. Kan? Okay, so ada A1, A2, A3. Okay, senang je. Okay, kita tengok jawapan. Okay, hi there. I'm glad that you asked me about my weekend plans. Respond. Okay, so this is respond. Ni great. Nampak tak? G. I love the idea. Ni pun respond. Nampak? Ni dah jawab. Sorry, ini jawab soalan. I love the idea means you want to go. Kejap. Salah. Okay, this one A already. A, answer. A1. Okay, A1. I love the idea of movie watching with you. Besides, we have just finished our exam. This one is explanation 1. Dia nak pergi sebab dia baru habis exam and she needs to take a break from studying and schoolwork. Kemudian, I think 2 new movies are coming out. One is, okay, this one answer question number 2. What movie? One is sci-fi, another one is a superhero action movie. Honestly, I'm more interested in the post-apocalyptic sci-fi movie. Kejap, dia jawab tak? Jawab, explanation. E2. Okay. The 5th wave have received, okay, explanation. E2 juga. Explanation untuk soalan nombor 2. What movie that you want to watch? After the movie. Okay, ni dah jawapan untuk A3. Betul tak? Betul. A3. Explain. Serahkan kepada saya. Count me in. Yeah, count me in is count me in. Serahkan kepada saya. Rely on me lah. Okay. Count me in. Masukkan saya sekali. Okay. Okay. Okay, A3 jawab soalan. Apa dia nak buat lepas tengok movie? Okay, I suggest that we play some video games at the arcade. I bet I can beat you at Galaga this time. I've been training hard since you have last defeated me. After all, let's treat ourselves at KFC. So ini semua ialah explanation untuk question A3. Okay, kemudian this is your conclusion. Can't wait. Why? Okay. So dia punya linkers. Ya, semua grades ada. Okay. Honestly, kemudian after is also a linkers. Okay. After all, dia mesti ada. Besides, okay, this is your E. Semua elemen ada. GRACE. Okay. So make sure you have all the GRACE, then you boleh buat. Okay, ingat GRACE. Enrichment ni is you check your linkers. Check awak punya linkers. Okay, boleh? Lagi 10 minit. Lagi 10 minit saya sentuh nombor 2 Sekejap. Masa tak cukup kan, tapi tak apa. Awak boleh PM saya nanti. Teknik ni apa ni? Yang ni sebenarnya. Okay, teknik kedua, okay, ialah Oreo teknik. Okay, kalau tak cukup, awak boleh pergi ke YouTube, ada awak type nama saya, ada keluar Oreo teknik. Dekat situ ada saya punya talk tentang Oreo teknik, okay. Sebab masa tak cukup, jadi saya akan just play slide sahaja untuk Oreo teknik. Sekejap mana dia? This one. Okay, boleh nampak tak? Saya go through sahaja. Kalau awak nak lebih faham, ada lagi satu YouTube saya dekat saya punya channel. So, boleh tengok dekat situ. Okay, boleh? Saya akan habis sharp at 4 Okay, so yes, Oreo teknik. Awak makan Oreo, awak ingatlah teknik ni. Okay, so persuasive bila awak bagi awak punya pro and cons, you are trying to persuade people which side that they should follow you. Okay, so persuasive, awak nak pujuk, persuade means pujuk. Okay, so kenapa awak kena guna OREO? Okay, I'll just be very quick. Okay, this OREO. Okay, topik dia, school time should be made flexible. Different class for boys and girls. Rasa-rasa okey tak asingkan lelaki dan perempuan dalam satu sekolah? Jangan bagi dia satu kelas. Nanti macam-macam berlaku. Okay. Kemudian, how the internet has changed our life. Okay. Kemudian, dog makes better pets than cats. And then, kids should be paid for doing chores. Those are opinion writing. Okay. Gym class is more important than a music class. Okay, those are the topics that they requires you to give opinion and reason. Okay, opinion goes with R, give example, evidence, and you restate your opinion again. Itulah Oreo. O-R-E-O. O-R-E-O, yes. Okay. First, awak bagi tahu awak punya opinion, kemudian mesti ada sebab kenapa awak cakap macam tu. Awak tak boleh simply bagi opinion tanpa sebab. Jadi untuk kuatkan lagi reason, you must give example or evidence. Okay. You must give example evidence, then awak restate again awak punya opinion. Okay. So O is the top cookie, and then the creamy filling vanilla flavor is actually your R and E. Okay. Where you give your reason and example, and then you restate again your opinion in the bottom cookie. Okay. So that is OREO. Now I'm going to look at how do you answer this in your writing. Tengok ni you must have sentence starter. Contoh sentence starter is, in my opinion, I feel, I prefer, the best thing about, okay, you kena guna semua tu. Okay, setiap OREO ada different linkers ada different linkers. How to write your first opinion, those are the linkers. Okay, I think, I prefer, the best thing about, everyone should. Okay, that one is how to give your first opinion. And then macam mana nak bagi reason, macam mana nak start ayat bagi reason, macam tu lah. Awak guna yang R tu. Here are some reasons why I think study abroad is better than local. Okay, let me tell you why I prefer to study locally. Okay, I feel this way because studying in a local university has more advantage than disadvantage. Contoh, okay, and then for you to add more reason, furthermore, okay, moreover, next, another reason why I said so is that, okay, so and then to give example, biasanya awak bagi example, for example, sebenarnya ada banyak cara untuk bagi example. For instance, for one thing, clearly, obviously, of course, okay. Kemudian awak restate balik awak punya opinion sebab untuk to be more stern, firm that you are with your opinion. But you use different sentence. Remember, I believe that studying abroad is way better than local. Okay. All in all, with all the above mentioned reason, I think study abroad is the best option. Contoh. Okay, kita tengok okay, ini ialah dia punya opinion Sample question. I believe that all students should wear uniform. Okay, others, do you agree or not? Okay, student kena pakai uniform atau student boleh pakai baju bebas pergi sekolah. Okay, dia punya opinion, student sepatutnya pakai uniform sekolah. Okay, and then macam mana nak mula? Kita guna I feel this way because, okay, nampak tak? Ini ialah dia punya sentence starter. Okay, I feel this way because, sorry sampai sini. Okay, it makes all students equal, sama rata. Okay, and then kenapa dia bagi example, this one already give reason. Alright, this is opinion, and then this reason is to support the opinion. Kenapa kena pakai uniform? Because to make all the students look equal. Okay, example, contoh, kalau semua orang pakai baju macam-macam, okay, nobody will make me fun of, tak ada sesi ejek mengejek, and you will focus on your study rather than fashion. Okay, fashion of the classmate. Kalau awak pergi sekolah macam-macam pakaian, hari ni awak decide nak pakai baju sama dengan kawan, so di situ saja dah ganggu your attention to focus your study in school. So that's why if nobody wear different clothes, there'll be nobody will make fun of. Okay. Okay, once you're given, you restate your opinion. Again, every student should wear uniform to school. Penegasan dekat situ. So O1 dengan O2 ni dia sama tapi guna ayat yang berbeza. Okay, O1 dengan O2 ni sama. Alright, so this is another one. The best place to go on a weekend. Okay. Okay, tengok yang ini. The best place to go on the weekend, pendapat awak is the beach. Okay. Kemudian bagi reason, kenapa awak pilih pantai? Because there are a lot of fun things to do at the beach. Okay, and then apa yang awak boleh buat? You give example. You can play in the sand or build sandcastle. And then you can go swimming and play football. You can also collect lots of pretty and rare seashells. And then you give your reason, the beach is the best place to visit because you can enjoy a quality time with your family. And then why you said so? Because this is reason number 1, this is reason number 2. So example number 1, example number 2, and then this is your opinion. O number 2, this one is O number 1. Okay, you can lay down on the beach and enjoy the beauty of Mother Nature at its finest. Okay, so the best place to visit is the beach. Okay, tapi yang ini tak ada linkers, tak ada sentence starter, so kena tambah to make your sentence more appealing. And then to grab the focus of the reader, you must add sentence starter. Okay. Now, in my opinion, okay, kemudian I feel this way because awak ambil je daripada list yang saya bagi tadi. Okay, bubuh saja dekat situ. For instance, besides that, another reason. In fact, for the above mentioned reasons, I personally feel that the beach is the best place to visit. Okay, so awak nampak capai ke tak capai 130? Capai. 130 patah perkataan, stop writing. Boleh. Okay, 130 patah perkataan, stop writing. Sebab awak nak kena fokus part 3 ada 250 patah perkataan. So yang ini capai je 130, stop writing, pergi ke part 3. Then you save time for part 3. You don't focus too much here. 130, stop writing. Okay, so awak tengok so tadi saya jadikan dia satu paragraf. Okay, yang ini ialah bahagian atas cookie tu. Ini ialah awak punya R dan E, reason and example. Okay, kemudian awak punya O nombor 2, cookie yang bawah sekali. Okay, alright, so itu sahaja untuk Oreo. Okay, betul lah tu. Oreo ni banyak part. Nana, betul lah tu Nana. Okay, Oreo ni guna untuk part 2. Okay, boleh. Sama-sama. Okay, ada lagi seminit je. Ada lagi seminit. Ya, teknik ni yang tahu-tahu, yang tak tahu, okay, it's a new thing for you. You can apply. Sempat lagi. Paper BI bila? Sempat lagi. Okay. Siapa yang nak PM saya bagi awak the notes. Boleh, saya bagi awak modul saya. Okay, masa dah habis. Dah pukul 4. Yes, selepas 29. Okay, anak-anak, kita get back to our moderator.
Okey, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu Nadia. Tak cukup masa ya?
Tak cukup.
Tak cukup masa. Tapi so far alhamdulillah macam banyak yang telah dikongsikan oleh Cikgu Nadia ya untuk sesi kita pada petang ni. Jadi apa-apa kita ucapkan sekali lagi terima kasih atas kelapangan Cikgu Nadia ya untuk perkongsian tips dan juga teknik banyak saya tengok yang dah dikongsikan. Nanti mungkin Cikgu Nadia ada nak kongsikan apa? Telegram ke, kontak ke untuk pelajar-pelajar tu boleh mungkin boleh dimasukkan di ruangan chat nanti so nanti boleh pelajar-pelajar pick up lah kontak tersebut untuk mungkin boleh berhubung dengan Cikgu Nadia untuk pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang lebih lanjut lagi. Okay? Alright. Jadi kita dah sampai ke penghujung sesi kita pada petang ini. Diharapkan apa yang telah dikongsikan dan disampaikan oleh pihak Cikgu Nadia dapat memberi sedikit sebanyak orang kata apa tu persiapan yang perlu dilihatlah oleh calon-calon SPM kita. Jadi di pihak MSU sekali lagi mewakili pihak Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah juga Kinta Utara mengucapkan terima kasih banyak-banyak atas kelapangan masa. Syabas juga, congratulations to all candidates SPM yang berjaya untuk join pada sesi petang ini dan rakan-rakan yang tak berkesempatan tak apa, nanti boleh tengok balik melalui YouTube MS Scholarship untuk refresh semula apa yang telah disampaikan oleh pihak Cikgu Nadia. Okay, so kita harap perkongsian ini dapat membantu for the last lap corner lah before SPM bermula untuk ujian bertulis pada 30 Januari nanti. Okey, jadi pada pihak Manajemen Sains Universiti sekali lagi terima kasih. Selamat maju jaya kepada semua calon-calon SPM tahun 2023-2024. Hopefully anda beroleh keputusan yang terbaik dan juga cemerlang, terutamanya dalam mata pelajaran Bahasa Inggeris untuk sesi kita pada petang ini. Jadi itu sahaja daripada pihak kami, pihak Manajemen Sains Universiti dan juga Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kinta Utara. Semoga kita jumpa lagi dan jangan lupa kita ada sesi subjek yang berikutnya minggu depan. Nanti pihak admin akan maklumkan melalui pendaftaran yang telah dibuat oleh calon-calon SPM bagi subjek yang seterusnya. Sekian saja, jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Cikgu Nadia.
Terima kasih.